Hey friends, how's it going? My name is Johnny and I'm a software engineer at Meta. And if you're new to this channel, I talk about life, tech, working out, just things that I find interesting. I just take some time out of my day to record and talk about to you guys. So today is just a quick story about something that happened at work and kind of what I started thinking about because of it. So the other day, I was just drafting a product proposal, and one of my new colleagues stopped by and asked me what I was working on. And I told him it was just a feature idea that I wanted to share with our leads to see if we can make it happen or something, next year. And I remember him looking kind of like pausing and looking funny and said, "Isn't that a product manager's job?" And technically he was right. But over the years, writing proposals, pitching ideas has become like so second nature to me that I didn't really think twice about it. His question, however, did make me stop and reflect on how my role has evolved over the years. I remember when I first started out, I often asked senior engineers questions like, "What should I work on? How can I add more value?" This kind of uncertainties was pretty common earlier in my career, but over time I started to spot like opportunities for improvements everywhere on my own. And eventually I just found myself doing more of what you call scope finding. I would say this is usually like a product manager's job, but I see it as problem solving. And at Meta, it's actually like a core competency for like staff plus levels to be able to do this, like finding scope. Anyways, I remember I like noticed inefficiencies or like missing features like everywhere, and I just felt like very compelled to address them. So I just started writing proposals, and I remember some of them just making it onto roadmaps, like others didn't. And whatever that didn't make it, I ended up, just building it myself on the side if it made sense. And I remember a very specific time at my first software engineering job at Capital One where we didn't have like a feature toggle system for whatever reason, which made like managing feature releases like a nightmare. And one of my projects, we were stuck with this like massive feature branch that went like unmerged for months, and we had to like rebase, and it was just not fun. And it felt very scary to release this big feature all at once. So here I saw like a very clear problem, and I knew how to solve this issue. So I built like a feature toggle service to address it. And by the end of this project, like this new service that I built didn't just solve this immediate issue, but it became like a standout success all on its own. Because I later turned it into a full-fledged API service for our internal developer portal. And soon like other teams and orgs that was not even related to us, like started to just use this API that I built and started doing their own like client-side integrations and building it into their own work streams and workflows. So I remember what began as like a small side project evolved into one of the largest APIs in our org by like QPS standards. Looking back, it's amazing actually that how much impact that this one small idea that I had and this project like eventually became like the turning point in my career. I ended up getting, I think, promoted twice in that same year, which was like very surprising. But the key thing here, I think, is that no one asked me to do any of this. I just saw the opportunity, I took initiative, and I made it happen. Fast forwarding kind of to the present at Meta, I still have the same mindset, and it has helped me succeed here as well. I think I could attribute a lot of success that I had at Meta to kind of just being able to find opportunities on my own. One key insight I've learned over the years is that companies don't just hire you to check boxes. They hire you for your expertise, your ideas, and your ability to make impactful decisions. Sometimes that means stepping outside of the traditional boundaries of like your role. And at Meta, as like a product engineer, you end up wearing a lot of hats. I've been like a data analyst digging into experiment regressions and sometimes even a TPM managing multiple work streams. And yeah, I guess like a career coach sometimes helping mentees grow as engineers. None of these roles fits neatly into what you call a software engineering, but all of them have helped me solve tough problems and drive meaningful impact. So am I a product manager? I guess sometimes. maybe even a data scientist on occasion, and even like a really crappy designer. But above all, I see myself as a problem solver. Someone who thrives on identifying opportunities and making things better, no matter what hat I have to wear. So yeah, so next time you see a problem in your work or wherever really, and you feel like, hey, that's not my job, maybe I shouldn't do it. I would kind of challenge you to think about what it would mean for you to take on that role for like a short period of time. And what would it take for you to take ownership? What would you learn? So I feel like there's always like this thing that happens when you go outside of your comfort zone, and that's kind of where you grow and things like that. So, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this quick story. I guess I don't really know what it is, but don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.